Alright, so I'm pretty sure most of you that have a YouTube channel have had this happen to you at least once. You tell one of your friends about your YouTube channel, and you ask them not to mention it to other people. They say, yes, of course, but then somehow, all of your friends find out. It's a mystery how they find out. Then, the next time you meet up with your friends, they all mention stuff from your videos, and you're just sitting there like, and my suffering? If you couldn't tell, I'm speaking from experience here. And also, if you couldn't tell, I'm making this video to make my friends feel awkward. I was thinking of maybe mentioning them all and then ask you guys to make them feel awkward, but then I realized this is the internet, and, well, some of you are just disgusting! You should go wash your mouth with soap. How dare you speak to your mother with that mouth? I just realized you mostly use your fingers to comment, so you better wash your fingers then. Anyway, back to the main topic. Awkward situations. I'm just gonna add to do with YouTube, because if I was gonna make a video about all my awkward situations, well, you guys would be here for a while. So yeah, awkward situations to do with YouTube. Let's do this. Now, since I already mentioned one of the situations you can encounter, let's move on to number 2. I'm just gonna warn you that the next topic's pretty scary, so prepare yourself. When your parents find out about your channel and brag about it in front of random people. I told you it was scary, but no, you wouldn't believe me. I'm pretty sure this is the worst thing that can happen to you. But what would this channel be if I didn't talk about my awkward experiences? So, let's talk about it. Now, for those of you that don't know, both my parents know about my YouTube channel. And for the most part, they're pretty supportive with it. They try to figure out and remember as much as they can when it comes to how many subscribers I have, and all the different terms and such, but sadly, they don't always remember. Which makes it a lot worse when they start bragging about me. For example, my mom would be talking to one of her friends, and my mom would just go on a whole lecture on how her son has a YouTube channel and is so successful in life. But, of course, her information isn't always accurate. She would be like,
oh, my son makes cartoon animation videos on YouTube, and he already has 24,000 subscribers?
And I would just sit there thinking, I have over 29,000 subscribers. That's 4,000 more, and I'm on famous birthdays. If you were to brag about me, couldn't you just at least make me look more famous? Please? I need some friends. But then in reality, I would just be sitting there, covering my face in embarrassment and fear that they would ask for my channel name, which they usually do. But I found a top secret way to make them unable to find your channel. So, listen closely. This might just save your life someday. Give them a fake name. It can be completely random, like Pedro the Potato. This would not only save your life, but also supply you with some laughs when you see the confusion on their faces. My dad would do almost the exact same thing as my mom, except his information would be a little more accurate. Like he would say, yeah, my son has over 27,000 subscribers, which is a lot more accurate than 24,000. And he would say that to random people. For example, the other day I went to the camera store to, well, buy a camera, and my dad wanted to know more about the one I wanted to buy. So we called over one of the employees and started asking him questions about how good the quality is and stuff. And then somehow it just started talking about my channel. Like, stop talking about me. I don't like it. But I also do. But stop it. Stop! Stop! I'm pretty shy, okay? I don't like talking to people about my accomplishments. Or just talking in general. Depending on who you are, of course. If you're one of my friends, then I'd probably like talking to you. If you're a fan, then I'd also probably like talking to you. If you're my crush, well then, I'd like to talk to you, but I'm too awkward. Now, I just wanted to take the time to say that your parents might not always say the right things or always be right in every situation, but a lot of times they're just proud of you and want to show that to other people. So, let's cut them some slack. Ugh, that was hard to say. But anyways, I would also just like to say thanks to CypherDen for voicing my mom in this video, and I hope you all have a decently good day. Cheers, bye.
Comment, like, subscribe. Bye! I'm out. I'm out!